Ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? Hopefully I haven't scared you. My name is Widgie and I've got the great pleasure of casting this amazing matchup today on the Hidden Cup tournament, hosted and organised by EZAD through ESOC as well. So it's all sort of the ESOC community here, and that is why I'm streaming on this channel. And I've been given the permission to do this, and it's absolutely awesome. So guys, make yourself known in chat. This is going to be a huge one because I got to say, one of my favourite players, Akin here, aka Tit, is going to be playing against Alvaro. Now, I've got to say, Alvaro, haven't seen much from Alvaro myself because I don't really get a huge amount of time recently to actually watch other people's streams. I know that he is a well-known player within the community, extremely strong as well, very high up on the leaderboard, just like Akin as well. And I've got to say, Akin has helped me out in the past. If you guys don't know, on my YouTube channel, there's been videos where he's been live coaching me with India, and he's prepared to do that with the Brits at some point as well. But I do know that he is busy with school stuff and stuff like that, so I completely understand. But an absolute legend and really, really friendly guy. So I'm kind of team Akin. I don't know what you guys are thinking in chat, what you're thinking, the kind of matchup, the kind of prediction of how you think this is going to go. But it is going to be a best of 5, and the first matchup here, I've already presented it for you. It's Haudenosaunee versus the Japanese. So we are going to be kicking off the first game very shortly. Just waiting for everybody to get in and ready. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gents. This is going to be a good one. And I just want to remind everyone as well of the actual brackets here. So if I just pop up the brackets, hopefully they should pop up. No, that's not what we want to see. It's definitely not what we want to see. Hang on a second. Second. Yeah, 1 second, ladies and gents. Slight hiccup, but there we go. I think you can see that. Hopefully you guys can see it. So this is the current bracket situation right now. Okay. Oh my God, we got Fitzbro in. Big Fitzbro, welcome, good sir. Hopefully everything's doing well over AoE 4. Welcome back to the dark side, or the good side, the light side. Yeah, come to the light. Come to the light, definitely. Welcome, my friend Lionheart as well. We've got some big names. Obviously, Crab in. How's my rubber ducky doing? Jesus. Okay, so you can see here the current brackets and the situation right now. So you can see Tit doing a fantastic game against Kevin there, 3-2, an absolute nail-biter. So hopefully we get some kind of action like that in this casted matchup. And we can see Alvaro here absolutely clapping Kanisi there, 3-0. Now, I've got to remind you guys, Kanisi is in like top 10 at the moment. Alvaro, I believe, is around sort of position 30, 35 on the leaderboard. Akin a little bit higher, around 20, 25 range, something like that. So definitely going to be a really tight game here. But Alvaro looking like he's on his absolute best at the moment. So hopefully we're going to see that in action. And yeah, I can't wait. So I've got to say a big thank you once again before I do kick off. A big thank you to EZAD and obviously ESOC as well in general for allowing me to cast another game. It's absolutely awesome, and I'm glad you guys can be here. And unfortunately, AoE 3 being as it is, the first game was an out-of-sync error. So this kind of error has been happening on other tournaments as well. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to cast the first matchup between Akin and Alvaro, but I do obviously know the results, and Akin took the first game there. So fantastic, good job to him. And we are going to be moving now on to the second game. That was a very quick result there. I'm going to be moving on to the second game, which I can cast. So don't worry, I can cast it, and I'm going to be revealing that to you now. It is India. This is exciting. I'm rubbing my hands together right now. We've got India for Akin, of course, one of his strongest, or the strongest civilization for him. One of the best players, or the best player in the game as India. And Alvaro is going to be trying to match him with India as well. We have an India mirror, ladies and gents, something that you rarely see. This isn't going to be any boring Brit mirror. This is going to be an India madness game. So I hope you guys are excited, hyped, and without further ado, we're going to be jumping into it, and we're going to be playing on the map called Pampas Sierra. which has lots of lots of herdables on the map, and it's going to be popping up on the front page any minute now. And there it is. It's the one with a little island off to the right there that you can get on. But a lot of llamas on this, a lot of herdables. So it's very, very key for India, because the more herdables you have, the more XP. So without further ado, we're going to be jumping straight into it. So let's do it. There we go. Smooth as that, ladies and gents. And away we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second game here between Aiken and Alvaro. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to cast the first because there was an out of sync error. Aiken took the first game playing as Haudenosaunee against Alvaro's Japanese. But this game here, we have an India mirror, something that I don't normally get to cast. And of course, we do have Alvaro here on the south side of the map playing as India, of course, in the yellow. And on the north side of the map, we have Aiken here playing as India again in the teal. Now, Aiken, one of the best India players in the game. Alvaro, I'm not too sure of Alvaro's skill level of India. I can't say for sure. I don't think I've seen it too much, to be honest. So let's see how this one goes down. I'm going to be paying very close attention to Aiken here, because I am playing India quite a bit myself, and I really need to, you know, get some notes, take some notes down, and really understand how India play in their best opening and so on and so forth. So it's going to be a really good one for me. I hope you guys are really hyped for it. Welcome everyone. Come on in. We got Don Artie in. We got Fitz. We got Crab. We got Lionheart. Welcome everyone. Make yourselves known in chat. Don't be shy. So let's have a look first, straight off the bat. We do see Aiken going straight down to the other side of the map here, to Alvaro's side. Going to be grabbing 70 food here. And Alvaro is going to be trying to potentially try and challenge that. Are we going to see a challenge? We are. And Aiken manages to take that quite easily. Nice. And he has got the native TP. Remember, ladies and gents, with the new sort of update to the game, you do get a slight vision around these native TPs. So it really encourages you to explore the map so you can just capture them for free, give you a little bit of vision. It can always be very helpful. So, yeah, this is a no TP map, so just native. Not going to be too much of a problem for India. India don't necessarily need to always mess around with a TP line. Their eco is pretty darn good without it. And of course, we see distributivism coming in here. And always 5 on wood for Aiken here. Alvaro doing something slightly different. 6 on wood. And he's got his distributivism just a little bit later. And a couple of ills on the way here. So don't see any change just yet. We are just having a look at the explorers here, seeing what they're going to be getting up to. And if we have a look at Alvaro's vision here, we can see splitting quite well here. Just making sure to try and cover as much of the map as possible. Let's have a look at Aiken's scouting as well, doing a very good job. Going to be gathering up potentially. Yep, looks like it's going to be for this 85 food. That's going to be crucial. So he nabbed a 70 food down south. Going to be grabbing an 85. That's really going to help age up even quicker. So he's going to be able to get the upper hand here. We can see Alvaro here only on 500 food. Aiken, unfortunately, didn't actually continue with that. Sort of backed off from Alvaro. He doesn't actually really need it. He's pretty much got the 800 food, and there you go. He's managed to. He's probably going to train his last Vil, I imagine, and then start to switch over. So let's have a look at the transition here. We do see the Agra fort coming down. 4 Vils on that Agra. Really going to want to get it out. He's going to be nabbing a treasure over there as well. Grabbing a nice native scouts. Lovely. And Alvaro here. Going to be going for the Agra fort as well, in kind of like a head-to-head here in the middle of the map. I thought Alvaro would maybe do a little bit more of a defensive Agra here because he didn't get it up beforehand, but no, he's going for it. But he's doing the classic 1 Vil, which is what a lot of people do. So they sacrifice their age up time, but they have more villagers, collecting resources, stuff like that. But however, Aiken here doing the classic 3 or 4 Vil wonder here, going to be getting that up a lot quicker. And we can see Vils are going to be 6 on wood, as he always teaches me, 6 on wood. And I'm hoping to see foreign logging come out straight away. He does love the foreign logging. He's not a huge fan of the 700 wood start. He really enjoys that. And I sort of agree with him. I do like the foreign logging opening. It's a little bit more greedy, but it definitely plays out better for you as the game goes on. So we can see here, a couple of Alvaro's scouts going to be taking down this, going to be getting 2 cows, or 2 stray doggies. It says cows there in brackets, which you can capture. Fantastic. And now those 4 vills going to start back herding that for Tit, and he's already aged up. Alvaro here still quite a way off. Maybe another 15, 20 seconds. Definitely. And there it is. Foreign logging is now coming in. Fantastic to see. We do see scouts having a little bit of a tussle there. Going to be trying to take down one of these, and the forts there is going to try and do what it can. But the interesting thing that I see is immediately going for Gurkha first. Now, this is what a lot of people have spoken to me and told me to do as well. If you're an Indian Mirror, try and prioritize getting Gurkha out first if you can. And that's exactly what's going on. Alvaro is still not in the age up. Very slow at 5 minutes 14. Wow, that is a slow age up, but being able to get a lot more resources down. And a market is down now as well. And Akin doesn't really go for the market start as much. You can see he just has 6 vills on wood. He's got considerably more on gold at the moment for his Gurkha production. He's got his 3 Gurkhas here. Let's just have a quick look at the view here. We actually haven't looked at decks. Let's have a look at the mirror deck here. So nothing crazily different, to be honest, that I can really see. There is the 2 Howdah card here, because Howdah play is quite prevalent in India matchups, and obviously we've got 4 Mahoots there as well. Let's have a look at Alvaro's here. Interesting one here. We've got Riding School, train cavalry faster, but overall nothing too different. Nothing that screams different, and we are going to try and get another full batch. Unfortunately not. 4 Gurkhas coming out, and now going for the 700 wood straight off the back of the foreign logging. Interesting. Okay, so going really heavy with the wood there. Now the market is starting to go up for Akin. Alvaro here opting for the actually went for the foreign logging as well, and now going for the diplomatic intrigue. So still a lot more vills on wood here to facilitate the consulate, and I'm sure he's probably got some market upgrades in already, and he is now doing Gurkha production as well. So both doing Gurkha, but Akin definitely got more military here, but I would say Alvaro more with the eco, definitely. Both on 24 vills exactly, but further market upgrades and already getting imperial bureaucracy for Alvaro, so definitely way ahead with the market upgrades. And if we have a look at Akin here, starting to get just the first level of market upgrades right now. Now a consulate going down. So yeah, so I don't know, maybe Akin wants to take advantage of his mass here, that he does have a little bit more than Alvaro at the moment. So maybe want to be a little bit more aggressive. But considering he's just going to sit back for now. And he is actually getting the Eastern Medicine here, which increases Vil HP. So potentially maybe worried about some raids from the good old Ottoman consulate there, getting 3 Hussars potentially. We do now see the stable coming out now for Akin. So are we going to be seeing some kind of Soa Gurkha action? An interesting combination you don't normally see. Only really seen in the India Mirror matchup, to be honest. And now he's going for the diplomatic intrigue. Okay. So he's actually spent a lot of his wood already, getting the stable, getting the consulate, getting some market upgrades. And now he's obviously dropped a few vills off of wood, because that foreign logging really kicks in, ladies and gents. You know, it really, really does. You only really need 3 or 4 vills for houses and production with foreign logging. It's really, really nice. And Alvaro still got 6 vills on wood, and he is going straight now for 700 coins. So potential to do maybe some kind of semi-FF here, or commit further into H2. We'll just have to see. There isn't any kind of stable coming down for Alvaro right now. He is going to be nabbing the treasure here. That's 90 wood for him. Very nice. And Akin here having a long think about what he's going to do. Let's have a look at the native TPs. Is there anything that can offer them anything good here? Buildings, wood cost. All your buildings cost less wood. Wow, that's huge. Not so much of a thing for India, but 20% wood reduction. That's not bad. So he is going to just nab this treasure here, and that's further food there. And it's all quiet on the Western Front right now. Not a huge amount of aggression. And we do now see, yep, the age up is on the way. We've got like kind of like a semi-fast fortress here now coming in for for Alvaro, but we got a completely different story here for Aiken. I know Aiken loves to play a good H2, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's not thinking about aging up at all. He's got Soa in queue. He's still got his Gurkhas in queue, so he's thinking about doing some kind of timing attack. He went for the foreign logging, then he went straight for the 700 wood, and then the diplomatic intrigue. So he is not thinking about that. And we do now see 4 Soas coming in. Looking like really going to do like a cav push with the Gurkhas here. And he needs to make sure that he does it before Alvaro gets the age up in. He is past halfway now, and he is aging up with the Charmer Negate. One of the most popular ones to go for because you can get the Mansabdar units from it, which essentially are like a special hero unit for each type of military unit that you have, and they buff the surrounding units. So it's very, very nice to have. And I think the minute Aiken discovers that Alvaro's got to H3, he's going to be pushing straight in. If he's not going to push beforehand. So he's going to need to make a decision here. And he is actually ending relations with Ottoman, so most likely going to be switching up to Brits, which can offer some extra buffs to your military units. And he's actually, Alvaro going for the push here with the H3 now. Now, you know, we do have a scary unit. We've got the Mahout here. Don't really seem to have a great deal of anti-cav here from Aiken to deal with that. It is just one Mahout, but trust me, guys, one Mahout can do a lot of damage. And we can see British allies coming in for Aiken now. Alvaro going for the first card. 2 Mahouts. That is the way forward. The Mahouts here are a way forward because Aiken is thinking about the age up as well. So he's actually going to decide to back off. A little bit behind now, but score-wise, pretty much the same. You know, 39 vils for Aiken and 39 vils for Alvaro. So super, super mirror right now in regards to eco and score. And yeah, looks like he's just going to retreat back with the Soas there. And he's going to be really going home here. I mean, the 3 Mahouts, they have 120 siege each. They are easily going to make short work of this aggro fort. So, you know, Aiken needs to make a decision. Does he put some pressure on here, or does he just lose the aggro and retreat back? I'm not entirely sure. He's got some Gurkhas trained. Is he going to get those out before the aggro fort goes down? I don't think he... Oh, he did, just about. Is he going to be able to get away, though? Most likely not. And now Alvaro taking just a bit ahead in score here. Probably the Mahouts are contributing to that score. We do see a cheeky little cav raid coming in now for Aiken. Going to see what he can do. Remember, Soas aren't amazing at raiding. They have quite low melee attack. We do now see Alvaro pushing straight into Aiken's base. No messing around. Aiken go for the Tower of Victory, which actually has got a decent kind of ability that boosts and temporarily increases attack HP and speed of the units. So is he going to be using that straight away here to help him? I think he may need to. He's in a sticky position, and he's got popped his irregulars, his sentries, and he's going to try and do what he can. And yeah, he's got to try and retreat. He's going to try and spread his Gurkhas out here for the Mahout, doing quite a lot of damage from just one volley, to be honest. And unfortunately, there's 2 full health Mahouts still coming in, and score difference is quite plain to see. Alvaro definitely getting the upper hand here, and the Gurkhas kind of getting pushed off to the corner. The Mahout's an absolute fantastic choice for Alvaro here. Doing a great job, absolutely deleting these Gurkhas, and I'm not too sure what Aiken could really do here. He has got his cav back, but there's just so many Zams now that they're going to be able to clear up the cav. The level I have, I'm not too sure what that means, but damn, that's surprising. Aiken losing there to Alvaro in the India Mirror. I mean, India Mirrors you don't normally get to see that much, so it's something that, you know, players don't normally play that often. But wow, what a fantastic game there. Alvaro taking the second game, so now it's 1-1. Fantastic. This is what we love to see. This is what we love to see. Let's just have a quick look at chat while we have a look at the post-game analysis quickly for you. So something interesting is that Aiken went for the Tower of Victory. Now, he does like to go that quite often, and I think that was probably the best bet, but maybe sometimes if you think you're behind, sometimes people go Taj Mahal, so they do have that window, and they can go for the ceasefire option, which is like sometimes something that you can do. But I think it was just maybe there wasn't, maybe the pushing or the H2 aggression should have come a little bit more from Aiken there to try and see if he can pull Alvaro away from aging to 3. I think allowing him to get to 3 earlier meant that he had the ability to get Mahoots. And Mahoots are so good against in an India mirror. It's kind of like the first one that gets to those kind of units can be quite devastating. So, yeah, this is a best of 5. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, the slower age up and market techs make more sense than early units since you're just starting at you're staring at an agrifort. Yes, Don. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's interesting. Some people like to go for the market start early in transition, and they like to get some eco upgrades first. But yeah, I think if you're going to go quite aggressive, I would say sacrifice the market in age 1 to age 2, and then spend those resources on trying to get full batch out of sepoys or whatever you want to do, and obviously do way more aggression in age 2 before you then decide that you want to put a market down a bit later. So yeah, it's a difficult one, India. It is a beast of a civ, and it takes a while to get the hang of, and I'm still trying to get the hang of them. They're a very complicated civ, but fantastic second game there. Let's have a look at the post game quickly. The resources, yeah, pretty much neck and neck there on the resources. Economy as well, pretty much neck and neck there. Alvaro just making the key decision around the Mahoots, which was a really nice play. And then you can see there, like Alvaro, a really late age up, to be honest, for India there. So 5-14. But, managing to hold out and go a little bit greedy with just one Vill on the Wonder. So a great job. And just shows Aiken just choosing the wrong time to age up there, and Alvaro getting the upper hand. So, ladies and gents, what are you guys saying in chat? Let's have a quick scroll through. Welcome, everyone. Pago plays in. Horse feeds in. Welcome, everyone. Toxie is in as well. So, yeah, we do have a 1-1 situation right now, and I can't wait for the third game. We're going to be seeing what civs are going to be picked. So, hold on tight, ladies and gents, and we'll be with the third game very, very shortly. Oh, by the way, we got triple digits. We got triple digits, ladies and gents. Over 100 viewers. Thank you very much for everyone coming in. And I've just got to say once again, thank you very much to ESAD and the ESOC community for allowing me to cast once again for this Hidden Cup tournament. It is a best of 5, and this is the qualifier stage. And I can just quickly show you the current bracket situation right now, because I'm sure a lot of you want to kind of know what the situation is. You want to know the details. So there we go. We'll just pop it up very quickly for you. So you can see there that Alvaro took Kinesi there 3-0 in the previous game, moving on. And Aiken there managing to secure 3-2 against Kevin. So that is the current situation right now. Alvaro for the win. All right, okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, ladies and gents, we have Russia from Aiken and the Deadly Ports from Alvaro. And something that I've just got to mention that I forgot to, there are rules where both players, before they start any games, they do a global ban. Now, a global ban is... No, I have not forgot to change the overlay. I'm a professional, Puggo. I'm a professional. Come on. Cut me some slack. Yeah, so Aiken there has... obviously, he banned the French, and Alvaro banned the Brits. So you're not going to be seeing any French or any Brits in this entire matchup here between Aiken and Alvaro. They also did a kind of ban on maps as well, and they banned Kamchatka, if that's pronounced correctly. I'm terrible at pronunciation, guys, and Indonesia. So those two maps have been banned as well. So that's why we have our pool of 5 maps right now. Julian, thank you very much for the raid, my good sir. 42 members coming in. Come on in. Don't be shy. Thank you very much my friend, for the raid. I really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, we are getting into the third game. Matchup is the Aiken Meister. Here is going to be playing Russia, and Alvaro going to be playing the Portuguese. So kind of a tough game here for Aiken. Got to say, Portugal, a very, very strong civ. I've got to say, Russia's probably all the way at the bottom right now on tier list. So it's not in Aiken's favor. But let's see how this goes. If we just looked at the civs alone, it's not in Russia's favor, let's be honest. But let's see how Aiken does this. Can he pull it out the bag? Let's do it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the third game here between Aiken and Alvaro on the Hidden Cup tournament. This is the first qualifier stage, and I've got to say we've had some great games. We've only been able to cast one of them. The first game, unfortunately, there was an out-of-sync error, but at the moment we are 1-1, so it's always juicy to see that. We always like a close matchup. So on the bottom left part of the map, we have Aiken playing as Russia, the Russians here, and on the top right part of the map we have Alvaro playing as the Portuguese in the pink. So as I mentioned at the start, you know, there's a bit of a disparity at the moment between the kind of overall level of the civs at the moment and how they stack up in tier lists. So at the moment, Portugal definitely on the top part of that list and Russia at the bottom part of the list. Obviously, we don't want a huge argument in chat around what that. I think we can all agree that that's the consensus right now. So Aiken has a little bit of a disadvantage, I would say, but it all comes down to skill, experience with the civilization, of course, as we all know. So I'm very interested to see how Aiken plays this because I've been practicing Russia a little bit myself. So once again, I feel like I play a lot of civs that Aiken plays. You know, he plays Brits, he plays India, he plays Russia, and those kind of civs are the ones that I'm playing at the moment. So kind of strange how that sort of matches up there. But let's see how this game goes. And yeah, make sure to let me know in the comments or the chat, sorry, what you think the prediction is, your prediction. Who you think is going to win this game. Okay, so we do see interesting start already. We do have the ATP coming in for Russia. I don't normally see that. It's the Tawny ATP here. This is Aiken's deck right here, ladies and gents. So you can see that he's basically switched out a card here for the ATP. I don't normally see that. And we do see a lot of resource crates in here, of course, quite crucial for Russia. Sometimes the food can be very helpful as well, and a handful of unit shipments. And everything in Age 3 seems relatively standard, nothing too crazy. There is this one, though. I actually haven't seen this one. The Piotr's Toy Soldiers. Increases musketeer attack and HP and enables them to construct forts. Wow. Okay. That's quite a decent card, actually. Never really seen that one before. That's definitely a new card. And let's have a look at Alvaro here. So Alvaro going for the ATP as well. Hang on a minute. We have an ATP standoff, ladies and gents. So Alvaro here, let's have a look at Alvaro's deck very, very quickly. He does have the ATP, and he does have a few of the newer cards. He's got the 3 organ guns for 200 coin, and he's got the Constable here, which increases hand attack for various military units. So, wow. Fantastic to see. Double ATP here. So it's going to be a fight for the TPs. Let's just put the view of Aiken on here. He's going to be trying to grab the lizard here. And he's going to be grabbing himself a little lizard as well that he can use to scout around the map. And it looks like he's just opened up for the house. Normally, if you do have the gold available or the wood available from treasures, you can pop yourself down a market. But instead, he's opted for the early TP and house here. But look at that. Aging up at 3 minutes 20. A little bit delayed because of the TP. It takes a bit more time to chop that wood to build it. And he's actually noticed that Alvaro, one step ahead already, aging up way ahead and managing to secure these TPs. And really going to make sure that he secures them. And Aiken here going to struggle a little bit because 4 TPs have been claimed by Alvaro here. So not ideal. Not a good start for Aiken here. And he is going to be aging up with the Quartermaster. And the covered wagon coming in here. Aiken here, only halfway on the age up right now. Going to be aging up with the Quartermaster. And pretty much all vills over to wood. And is he going to be going for the forward blockhouse? I'm very interested to see if he's going to continue with it. Of course he is. Yeah, he's going to really want to try and put some pressure on the TPs that Alvaro has pretty much tried to secure. And Alvaro doing the same with the TC. He's going to be putting that out in a forward position along with a stable as well. Okay, interesting to see. 700 coin now coming in. It's the first card here. So I don't know. I think we might be seeing some kind of semi-FF play here. We do see the stable going down, so it's no kind of sort of naked FF that a lot of players are doing at the moment with the Portuguese. And we do now see the stagecoach coming in now. And immediately going for 5 Cossacks. So quite standard opening apart from the TP start for Aiken here. And he's making sure to get his settler queued in first before getting a military unit. Some people like to get a batch of musks out straight away and sacrifice a bit of Vil time, but we're not seeing that with Aiken here. He's going straight for the settlers. If you have a look here at Aiken's vision, he's getting a market down now, going to be grabbing himself most likely hunting dogs. Yeah, legacy means no OP shipments. Yeah, indeed. So we don't see the Fetorius card has been banned from this tournament, and I think certain other things as well. But I can't confirm or deny what they are. But there are a couple of other tweaks as well that's happened. So Alvaro here now going for 700 food straight off the back of 700 coin and wood. So really getting in the resources here. And Aiken here going to try and see what he can do with his Cossacks, trying to delay some eco here. And I'm not too sure what Alvaro's plan is. He's really stacked up a lot of food here, so I imagine he's going to be pumping out a few more cav. It's one of the best things against Russia is to really, really focus on cav because, you know, Russian musketeers, also known as Ruskits, do actually struggle a bit with just generic cav. You know, musketeers in hand attack are supposed to sort of counter heavy cav, but Russia do struggle with it. So if you primarily focus on cav a lot, you'll do quite well against Russia. So second blockhouse now coming down for Aiken here, and he's going to be getting another 4 Cossacks. So still focusing on cavalry here. He's not going for 700 wood just yet. And I imagine that might be his second card, so he can maybe try and rebuild some or try and claim some TPs here. So he's going to try and see what he can do with his musketeers, doing some sieging. Further Cossacks have now come out, and another batch of musketeers on the way. So he really needs to put some pressure on those TPs because now we have the stagecoach line, so it's the incentive is there to get these TPs down. And he's actually going to be able to get a snare on these 3 hussars. Really, really nice here. And looks like Alvaro is actually going to be losing definitely 2 of them, and 1 manages to get away. And Alvaro here now switching out all of his TPs to wood, and 8 crossbowmen now on the way. So definitely an Age 2 kind of play here. This is what we like to see. Don't always like to see the generic sort of fast fortress or semi-fast fortress. We are seeing some solid Age 2 play here, and it's all going to be centered around this TP line. Aiken managing to take the first TP down. That's most likely going to be claimed by him. He has got 700 wood on the way. That's exactly what that's going to be for. And he's actually managing to get Great Coat. A really good idea to get that, especially when there's a lot of cav on the field. Don't want to be getting raided at all. And his herding is a little bit spread out here, so it's probably a good idea to get that Great Coat. And yeah, looking like going to be able to siege this down. Are we seeing any kind of... No, we're not seeing any kind of age up here from Alvaro at all. He is going to try and see what he can do to counter-attack here because he really wants to hold the TP. He could be a little bit, you know, focused around getting to H3, but then if he did that, he would lose his TP line, and then he would be at quite a disadvantage from an economic standpoint. So he's going to be staying in H2. He's going to be pressurizing the first blockhouse that came down here, and he's going to be trying to get a raid on here. 1 Vil goes down. Is he going to get another one? Yes, he is. And unfortunately, the musketeers are a little bit too late there. 2 Vils going down. Very, very nice. And it looks like also a blockhouse is going to be going down as well. Kind of a scary position here. We see 600 wood on the way, and pretty much TP's on wood at the moment as well. All Vils on food. Look at that. Now Aiken here has just got his 700 wood in, and he's got another card on the way. It's going to be the 13 Strelets here. So are we going to see Strelet Cossack combination here? Potentially. We do have a nice 3-unit composition. We've got crossbow, we've got pike, we've got hussar. I think Aiken needs to do a really good job at trying to raid as much as he can, because Alvaro is trying to spread out and take as much of the map as possible. So we just got to see how that all works out. He is managing to get another TP down, so we're 2 for 2 on the TPs. And there it is. That's an unfortunate pop right on the hussar, but is Alvaro going to spot it? He's not. He's going to be able to just scurry those away, and hopefully the musketeers are going to be able to defend here. And a decent kind of massive. Look at the score, ladies and gents. Pretty much even now. Not a good position for Alvaro to be in. Ideally, you always want to be ahead of Russia, because Russia tends to underscore quite a lot. So, yeah. And we do now see the TP being reclaimed here by Alvaro. So it looks like it's going to be, at the moment, 3-2, but he is going to be able to nab the Vil. And that could be one there for Aiken. And he's going to be securing that nicely. And 700 coin on the way for him now. Looks like it's Cossack Musk production here. Alvaro, once again, still staying H2. He's finally getting in his hunting dogs. Quite a late hunting dogs and placer mines coming in. And the Hussars are trying to catch the Cossacks here, but unfortunately not being able to. They're managing to get away. Yeah, this is a tricky spot to be in, to be honest, because we are going to be seeing, hopefully, I don't know, are we going to get it up? We are. Fantastic. So we've got 3 TPs for Aiken against 2 for Alvaro, and Aiken looking in a pretty good position here. He's got his TPs on wood, and he is all set for further Cossacks coming in. He's continuing to train them, doing a great job. The crossbowmen here going to try and get out. Don't want to get snared. That'll be the worst in this. Not actually many pike that Alvaro has here to deal with this level of Cossacks. And remember, Cossacks have a higher sort of hand attack. Oh, no, they don't. Interesting. I thought they did. They have a higher range resist, but lower HP. Okay. I thought Cossack... Maybe I'm thinking of the Ulans. Ulans have generally a higher hand attack than standard Hussars. But regardless, the mass is starting to build. The quantity of the Russian army is starting to build, and that's what is always a promising thing to see. Another blockhouse going to be going on the left side. And at this point, you kind of just want to build the blockhouses to secure hunts. It's kind of what you want to kind of do as Russia when you really start spreading out on the map. It's really crucial to do that. We do see a batch of Strelets coming in, and I think that was definitely one Vil. Yeah, one Vil going down there, getting deleted there by the Cossacks. And Alvaro now, is thinking about aging. I was thinking, is he doing it? We do see a little bit of a defensive play now. Not too much pushing out. And Aiken is going to be sieging another TP. And the age up is now in. And there is no card available for Alvaro right now. I'm sure there'll be some unit upgrades on the way very shortly. And if we have a look back at Aiken, he's going for the boys card. It's recently been nerfed, unfortunately. It was 20% down to 10. Absolutely insane nerf. Not too sure I agree with that. Let's not get into it, but just something to bear in mind. The boy is not as strong as it was, so maybe something that you want to get a lot later on in the game. And it looks like Aiken is now going to be losing the TP. So many TPs going down, being put up, going down, being put up. So it is a real fight here for the TP line. It's so crucial. And Alvaro here is getting his unit upgrade. He's getting vet Hussars in. That's the best thing, I think, is to focus on the Hussars here. Because, you know, Aiken is not ready yet to go to age 3. Nowhere near. And that means no Cav Archers right now. Oh, it's 15%. Apologies. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was 20. Sorry, 15%. And look at this huge massive Cossacks here. Aiken needs to do something soon because he doesn't want to leave it too long for Alvaro to get a card out. We do actually see the first one. It is going to be the deadly organ guns are going to be coming out, and that would absolutely delete these Ruskets and Strelets if it's well defended. So, but we do have a considerable amount of Cossacks. So many. So many. We got 26 Cossacks here. And there really isn't a lot of pike here. And that's what I'm worried about for Alvaro. Not a lot of units to deal with this level of Cossacks, but I imagine he's going to try and just plow them into the Vet Hussars and see what happens. And Alvaro here, where are the organ guns going to pop out? I'm assuming they're just going to pop out right here. He's got to be really careful. He doesn't want to lose them. There is more sieging here, so always thinking about rebuilding some houses at the back here. Further Ruskets coming in. And what are these guns going to be able to do, ladies and gents? They're getting ready. Let's see what they do. Oh, what an overkill there. That poor musket getting taken out. But he's got to be very, very careful. Because these organ guns have the lock-on ability now, which has now been changed. So the minute their animation starts, there's no way you can avoid it. You can't run away from it. And that's exactly, we just saw that in action right there. And he needs to be careful, really careful with his infantry here. Really, really careful. Score is, surprisingly even here. Russia now taking ahead here in score. Some people are saying this is so over. I don't know in what way you think this is over. Whether you think Alvaro has it or Akin has it. I got to say, I don't know. I think Akin's doing a pretty darn good job right now. He's got huge, massive units. I think he just needs to get into Age 3, and there we go. We do see it. He has got it queued up behind these three settlers here, but the exiled prince is going to be on the way. And he's actually going for the church as well. I'm not too sure what the church does for Russia. I haven't really explored it that much, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure what he's thinking. Maybe you guys can let me know in chat. Would you see the exiled prince coming in? And yeah, he's going to be really focusing on upgrading his Cossacks, most definitely, yeah. Just so many units. It's just insane. 35. 155 pop. Alvaro at 133. Alvaro here now going for the Constable card. We're seeing one of the newer cards in action. That's going to increase HP and damage for the Hussars and Pikemen or Halberdiers. And we do see some Halberdiers on the field here as well. 10 Halberdiers. And this is going to be very, very nice for the cavalry, definitely. So this might be a tricky one for Akin to deal with, because that is a lot of HP and damage. And when you have so many cav units, it's going to be tricky. So I don't know if we're going to see maybe some cav archers coming from Akin here, or whether or not he's just going to focus on the composition that he's going right now. And once again, this poor TP is going to be sieged. The amount of times this has been sieged. And one going down there. We do have a batch of pikemen dealing with the TP at the top. So plenty of siege damage that Alvaro has here. And we do now see unit upgrades. We've got Vet Cossack, we've got Vet Strelets, and we've got Vet Musk. So all out, triple upgrades coming in. This is how we do it. And now, are we going to see a clash here? Does Alvaro see it? Who's seeing this first? I don't know where the Akin is, but no one was really looking there, I don't think. I mean, that's absolutely insane. Really catching off guard. Cossacks are going to be able to hold down the Hussars nice and easy, and they're going to be using the Musketeers and the Strelets to basically just dispatch the pikemen. And one absolute catch. I don't know if that was a catch or if that was just, they just collided there. What on earth? And the organ guns are going to try and do what they do, but there is the GG. What an interesting final engagement there. What on earth? What the collision? What was that about, ladies and gents? Yeah, just a complete accident. They just collided. Absolutely insane. Harrison, hey dear, my friend. Welcome. It is the Widgemeister. It's great that we've got a moderator in chat. I think we definitely need a moderator here, so just keep an eye out, Harrison. I know you're very good with the moderation. But yeah, I mean, that was absolutely insane. What a weird game there. Just colliding. I don't think Either of them knew that that was going to be happening, and luckily Akin came out on top there, managing to use the Cossacks to basically just zone off the Hussars while he uses infantry to whittle down any sort of pikemen, halberdiers, and doing a fantastic job. But look at the upgrades on the Hussars with the Constable card as well. Look at that, 432 with 40 attack. That is pretty wild. Pretty darn wild. Okay, let's have a quick look at the post-game, ladies and gents. So resources, pretty much neck and neck, to be honest, on both sides here. But Russia just doing a great job. And got to say, I thought that wasn't really Russia favoured, to be honest. The way that Portugal's been playing recently with the new changes, it just shows you. Just shows you. Don't make me put down the fork. Oh, love it. Okay, so experience here, of course. Timeline. Akin aging up a lot later because he opened up with the TP, went for ATP card here, which is interesting to see. I don't normally see the ATP being played, so that was a nice strategy there, something different. And there we go, ladies and gents. There we go. So, Akin taking the third game, 2-1 to him. And we move on to potentially the decider game here. The game that's going to potentially mean that Akin moves on into, becomes qualified and moves on to the next stage of the Hidden Cup tournament. So, just give me a couple of minutes, guys, and we'll be right there with the fourth game, which is going to be played on the good old Cascade Range. And I'll just have a look through the comments, by the way, while I'm getting ready to get into the next game. Okay, ladies and gents, I have loaded the fourth game. I can see the Civ matchup, so let me know right now in the comments what you think. What do you think Akin's going to be playing? What do you think Alvaro's going to be playing? Let me know in the comments right now, and also what you think the result of this next matchup is going to be. Let me know right now. Harrison saying the Malta mirror, it is not. Sweden mirror, it is not. Imperial Ragnar saying Akin, he's not too sure about Alvaro playing Aztec. I'm afraid you are incorrect, good sir. Harrison really wants that Malta mirror. What, just a massive bow pike micro? I bet some China. It is not China. It's not China. French mirror, no, French has been banned. So there's two global bans in this matchup. And Akin selected the French and Alvaro selected the Brits. So we do not have French or the Brits in here at all in this matchup. Dutch for Akin. That is correct. So Middle Earth got the first one there. So yes, it is Dutch for Akin. So Alvaro, guys, what do we think? We're left with Alvaro. Dutch versus Brit. No, Brit has been banned. Otto's, no. I'll let you guys know. Here we go. Ooh-wee, it's the Germans. Boom. So fourth game is going to be Akin playing Dutch and Alvaro playing the Germans on Cascade Range. So without further ado, ladies and gents, let's get into this. And we will just adjust the score there so everyone knows what's going on. And without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth game here between Aiken and Alvaro. This is the Hidden Cup tournament, the first qualifying stage. And I've got to say, we've had some fantastic games. We've had an India mirror. I mean, insane. We've had Russia versus Ports. And unfortunately, the first game we were unable to cast because we got the out of sync error. But we are currently at 2-1 for Aiken here. And this could be potentially the last game if Aiken does take it. And it is on the Cascade Range map. And on the left side, we do have Aiken playing as the Dutch in the teal. And on the bottom right part of the map, we have Alvaro playing as the Germans in the yellow. So Harrison already saying this is bad for Germany. No TP. Terrible mines. And all right matchup though. Right. This is a nightmare for Germany, yes. So the thing is, I think the players were aware of the maps, the map pool when they selected their civs. So there is some planning in what civs you pick for your maps. So I'm interested as to why Alvaro did go for Germany on this kind of map. Yeah, there is the Nootka Clubman. Yes, so this is a great map for the good old Nootka and the Klamath as well. The Klamath Rifleman and the Nootka Club Warrior. So the Clubman, yeah. So a lot of people really like to play the natives on this map. So let's have a look at the decks first. We do not have a deck selected just yet for Alvaro. Let's have a look at Aiken quickly playing as the Dutch. Nothing selected as of yet. Let's have a look at the vision here. So doing a great job with the Envoy here. Managing to grab 25 coin. Going for the first card, 3 merchants. Tournament normal. Very normal deck here. Hopefully it's a normal deck. Relatively, yeah, pretty normal. Nothing too crazy here for Aiken and Alvaro. Land map here. Nothing too crazy about this deck either. So I'll be very interested to see if we do see some native play. 100%. There is the Swiss Pike, yeah. No Bozzers. No Bosniaks, no. I don't know if the Bosniaks are banned. I don't think they are. Yeah, why choose Germany on a no TP? I don't know. It's a great question. I'm sure Alvaro has got something up his sleeve. So just kind of a standard start here for Germany. Nothing crazy. Going for the market, of course, on the house. Yeah, nothing really too much to say right now. Aiken getting a little bit frisky with the other explorer. And now the age up is underway. It's the Logistician. Okay. People in chat right now, remind me, Logistician, what does it do for the Dutch? I've got to say. I really don't play Euro civs that much, especially going Logistician, so it'd be great to tell me. Haubs. Yeah, I was thinking, is it the Haubs? The Logistician is Haub and Rax. Oh, so you can train Haubs. Okay, yeah, so, okay, we're definitely going to be seeing that. Fantastic. That's quite a good thing to go against Germany because of the E-lands, I imagine, and also just putting some really good pressure on. So maybe Haub scam. New Dutch is very strong. Needs a nerf. Alvaro is slightly behind on the age up, going up for the Quartermaster. So 400 wood is going to be on the way for him, and he's just going to be back herding this one right here. Interesting why the Ville is this far out. We're going to be seeing a forward base here. Kind of interesting to put a Ville that far out. And there's quite a bit on wood. I've got a hint that it could be like maybe got to be a forward base, right? That would not be ideal for Alvaro if that is the case. And I'll tell you why, because Aiken is ahead and he can train Haubs with the Logistician age up. No one has secured any native TPs or anything like that.
Hello?
And there is the Vet Haub, and the military wagon's going to be going out into a sort of a forward position here. And I'm interested to see what Alvaro is going to do. But Aiken manages to plonk a barracks right here. And his age up is on the way very shortly, but a lot of wood getting stacked up. What is Alvaro going to be doing? Yeah, he's going to be getting his barracks down and most likely getting steel traps, I would say. There it is. Steel traps coming in. Doppels. Ooh. Do Doppels even beat Halbs? Great question. I imagine with the AoE, yeah, potentially. 4 barracks against Tower Rush Germany seems a bad idea. Well, we're going to see. We do see skirms on the way. And no one taking advantage of the native TPs at all, but Aiken does have all of them under his control, so he's got that little bit of vision that you can see there. And he's pretty much just gone for the 700 wood card. If you have a look back, he's going to be getting his second bank down now. Most likely a third bank as well. Nothing much really coming out of this racks. We have a forward one here, but nothing really much coming out. We do have 600 wood now on the way as well. And Alvaro just going for the double racks here. Really, really doubling down. Has obviously spotted the forward racks here, as you can see. Yeah, there's no Halb speed. That's interesting. Interesting to see it. There's no Halb speed from Aiken here. Normally, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'm not amazing at the game, ladies and gents, but if you go for the Logistician, that enables you to train Halbs. You know, having that Age 2 card has got to help, right? So we do now see some pikes. So it looks like it's just crossbow pike going double racks as Germany is an unusual thing to see. And we see a further 600 wood on the way here. If we have a look, there is now Halb production on the way. Third bank going down, market. A little bit of infrastructure with that wood shipment. Another card available. Remember, the XP bounty has been sort of rebuffed, you could say, or put back to what it originally was, so enables Dutch to get cards a little bit quicker. And now a bank wagon coming in, so going for 4 banks. 4 bank on a Logistician, says Harrison. And now, unfortunately, he's going to be losing the racks. As I say, a very interesting play by Aiken here. Didn't really get huge value from the racks, you know, only really being able to get 2 batches of units out, and took a while to actually start to get those units. So Alvaro looking pretty nice right now, getting a little bit of confidence. Starting to spread out a little bit on the map. Going to be having a little scout around with the Ulans here. And now we do see the 5th bank going down. Sorry, the 4th bank going down. Apologies. And he has got another racks tucked in here in his base. He's got some skirms on the way. But I don't know, he could be in a little bit of a sticky situation here. That's a lot of crossbow. One Vil gets sniped. And Explorer going down. And he's only got a batch of Halbs. He's got 5 skirm about to come out here. Nothing else really. Hasn't got another card. Kind of needs 3 Huss if he can. Halbs are going to be going into their normal stance. Their stance to increase their range resistance here. And he is going to be popping the militiamen out now, and he's going to be doing as much of a push as he can. He's going to lose that house. That's going to pop cap him at 50-40. And he's got some 3 Huss on the way here. And he's doing a good job there at defending. Really fending off Alvaro, but getting a few decent trades there. Definitely taking a Vil down, taking a house down, knocking down the Explorer as well. Not too bad. 3 Huss are going to be coming out now. And scores pretty even, getting that house back up. Look at that gold coming in, though, for Aiken here. Alvaro really just continuing with the Age 2. Food and wood macro. It looks like it's going to be crossbow pike. And the Ulans here are going to do a great job against the skirms. Really high melee attack here, and there's nothing that really Aiken has here. Where's the anti-cav? There isn't any. And the Ulan's just going to be able to keep coming. And all he's got is further skirm. That's not going to be ideal for him. And look at the amount of crossbows now coming out. And we do now see 3 settler wagons coming in for Alvaro. More pike being trained. And Aiken here just has the 1 barracks. And his macro's gone all up the chute. He's having to quickly buy some food there to start getting some more skirms. But it's not looking ideal here at all. He's basically zoning off the skirms here so the pike can siege this barracks. Siege the bank down. That's going to give some good siege XP as well. Some XP. Very, very nice. He does have a card available. I don't know what his option is. Is it 700 food, potentially? I mean, there's no point in going for... Oh, he is going for it, though. He is going for the pike. Alvaro here just continuing with pike, though. He is getting some pretty good value from the TC fire, to be honest. But, as I say, he is idling all of his vills, though. Alvaro doing a good job at that. And he's just trying to keep out of the range of the crossbows here. And those two Ulans are going to perfectly be able to clear up those 5 skirms. Nice and easy. And looks like Aiken's going to lose another Vil there on the wood side. Is he going to lose another Vil? He isn't. Wow. A lot of stuff going on here. A lot of stuff going left, right, and centre. That bank's going to be going down. We do now see the 8 pikes coming out from the home city. What is he going to be able to do with this? He's just going to try and lock in with the other pikes. But the crossbows are going to be able to clear these up quite easily. There isn't any threat of any cav here from Aiken now at all. He's lost his 3 Hus. And he's in a very sticky situation. More Ulans coming in. There seems to be an Ulan switch. Looks like there's now a stables down at Alvaro's base. Yes, there is. Looking pretty darn good from an age 2 perspective. His score is looking kind of dire now for Aiken. 3k difference. And we do see 700 coin coming on the way now. Aiken, what has he got left? He unfortunately hasn't really got anything. All of his Vils are in the TC. And this is looking like a GG here. Bashkov saying this game is over. Why are you watching this? Because we watch games to the bitter end. We do a professional job with casting and we make sure that we see it to the end. That is why. All the Vils are getting popped and Aiken just saying one final goodbye to his villagers as they get deleted. He's going to try and pop some in the TC and there it is. There is the GG. I felt some frustration in that Vil pop there from Aiken there. A lot of people saying in chat, how did Aiken lose this? And I've got to say, it was kind of a strange opening for Aiken. I don't know how much he plays Dutch. I haven't really seen him play a lot of Dutch in 1v1s, definitely. But I thought it was kind of strange going for trying to maximize banks while going Logistician with the Halb. And then putting a forward Rax down that didn't really get any kind of value out. We only got 2 batches of troops. And Alvaro managing to siege it down. So, yeah, kind of an interesting, kind of doing 2 strategies there and trying to merge it into one didn't really work out very well for Aiken. So, somehow, Alvaro managing to win on an OTP map as Germany. Very, very impressive. Opening up with a double Rax as well. I mean, this is something that you don't normally see. A very unusual game and a game that some people are saying would be 80-20 favoured here for Dutch. So, insane. And that means, oh my god, it's happening. That means we move to a 2-2 scenario, ladies and gents. This is something that we always want. We always want a decider game. And this is it. This is a sudden death game now. We are 2-2. And whoever wins this is going to move on into the next stages of the Hidden Cup tournament. So strap yourselves in. Take a breather. And I'll be with you in the next few minutes. By the way, I just want to say, we've got nearly 200 viewers on a... What is it? What day is it today, guys? It's a Monday. A Monday evening. Nearly 200 viewers. You guys are absolutely insane. Thank you very much for your support. And once again, I've got to say a big hand to EZAD and the ESOC community for allowing me to cast. And this is the best case scenario. 2-2 here. Anything can happen. So I'll be with you in the next couple of minutes. I'm just going to quickly go grab a drink. I suggest you do that yourself as well. Grab a snack. It's going to be a good one. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thought we'd have a few minutes there. Somebody saying I'm unmuted. Yes, I was. But I was just grabbing a quick drink, having a breather, letting you guys do the same because we're going to be jumping into the final game. This is the final game between Aiken and Alvaro here. And I've got to say, it's been a pretty wild one. It's been a pretty wild one. And we're going to be playing on Dakota. And we can see here that Aiken playing the Spanish and Alvaro playing Dutch. So let's see let's see how Alvaro does playing Dutch. Unfortunately, Aiken didn't have the best time there in the previous game, and Alvaro taking the fourth game there as Germany on a no TP map. Kind of wild. Harrison saying GG easy. Spain wins next series. Hey, Robot. How you doing, my friend? Widgie, you amazing, bro. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You are too kind, good sir. This is all I'm good at. Well, if you could say I'm good at it. This is all I'm good at is casting. But your boy one day will get to 1400 elo. I am the 1300 elo gatekeeper, as people call me. One day, I'll get to 1400 elo. And when I do, I'll stop playing the game. I'll just leave it at that on the 1v1. I'll leave my elo there forever at 1400, and I'll never play a 1v1 ranked game again. How about that? Oh dear, the gatekeepers. Yeah, you love it. You love it. Okie dokie. Right, ladies and gents, let's get into it. Very excited. Very excited. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Decider game. This is the fifth game of a best of five here between Aiken and Alvaro on the Hidden Cup tournament. And it's been absolutely wild. Unfortunately, we were unable to cast the first game because there was the out of sync error. But we have a very interesting matchup here. Because I've got to say, I don't think I've ever seen Aiken really play Spain, to be honest. So this is an interesting one for me. Alvaro playing as Dutch, I'm not entirely sure. But let's see how this one goes. So on the top left part of the map, we have Aiken here playing as the Spanish in the teal. And the bottom right part of the map, we have Alvaro here playing as the Dutch in the pink. Okay, so we do see Alvaro here opening up with a house. Let's have a quick look at what we're getting here. So we have a treasure here, going to be getting 80 food, a patch of potatoes for 80 food. Fantastic. Who is this? Dirk Direcson here, going to be grabbing 80 food. Fantastic. Really, really going to help with the age up there. And let's have a look at Aiken here. Going to be going with the 3 settlers, just opening up with 1 house. Hunt's actually moving towards a TC here. It's quite nice. Don't normally see that. Quite close gold mines as well. And we do see ATP again. So we saw this with Aiken playing Russia, going for an ATP. We do see it here with Spain. So something that I don't normally see anymore is the ATP, because normally people just go for a fast fortress. But this looks like we're going to be in H2 a little bit longer than we thought. Nice. And Gaspar de Balboa here. Is Aiken going to be able to get this? Unfortunately not. That's huge. And 75 wood is going to be going to Alvaro here. That's devastating. That is not good news there for Aiken. So off to a bad start. Robot saying GG. And we do see just further settlers in queue here. Alvaro going to be going for 3 settlers or merchants, whatever you want to call them. Let's have a look at Alvaro's deck here. So very standard, once again, very similar to Aiken's Dutch deck that we saw previously. He does have the Swiss pikemen in here. Doesn't have any Bosniaks. I think the Bosniaks may have been sort of banned from the tournament. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Alvaro now on the age up, going for the quartermaster here. Very kind of standard. We're not seeing any kind of Haub nonsense here. No logistician. You can't send ATP first, says Robot. Oh no, Robot, one of the best Spain players in chat right now, saying you can't send ATP first. We do now see the age up coming in for Aiken. Going to be going for the governor. The governor? Okay, all right. Don't question the god. have a look at the vision here. Yeah, Aiken needs to be a little bit careful with his Explorer here. Doesn't want to really lose that. That's going to be crucial to actually get the TPs down because he's really going to want to take the TP line as soon as possible. And I assume that, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Can you... kind of a really awkward question, but... Oh, the dog managed to take down the envoy there. Very nice. A kind of an awkward question. Can you get Quartermaster with Spain? Is it an option? I don't think it is, right? I haven't played Spain. I never played Spain, so I can't say for sure. That's a really awkward question there. Gimmick saying doesn't trust ATP as first card. Well, let's see. Let's see how it goes. Alvaro here, already aged up very nicely, going for the 700 wood now, looking like to just get the second bank. You know how it is. Very, very straightforward here. Maximizing on getting 3 banks first is normally what goes down. Maybe we might see a bank wagon after this, or just going for another 600 wood. Plenty of opportunities. Imagine Spain with 400 would age up. Okay, yeah, that's my bad. Okay, all right. Yeah, you guys can mock me for that. All right. Stagecoach is now coming in. And he's actually, you know, Aiken doing a good job managing to secure 3 TPs here. Only costing 130 wood each because he's got the ATP card. And now he's going to be going for the final 4th one here. $700 wood on the way. Interested to see what Aiken's going to do here, to be honest with you. Is he going to really do a lot of Age 2 pressure? We do see, obviously, the outpost going down. Or are we going to see just 700 gold after this, these vills, and then just going for the Age 3, a delayed Age 3? I don't know. We do see stables coming in now for Alvaro here, along with a market. That bank is coming in, going to have 4 banks ready to rock. So yeah, went for 700 wood, 1 bank. And I'm not too sure what we're going to be seeing next. Definitely going to be 5 Hus here. Is it going to be a 5 Hus sort of semi-FF? Is that what we're going to be seeing? 600 wood coming in. And Aiken here now going for the gold. With the food. Yeah, looks like we're going to be seeing sort of the same style maybe. 5 Hus into Age 3 as well, but just taking the TP line. Perhaps. Hunting dogs on the way. Sheikh, one of the best, or one of the well-known players playing Spain, says, I like what Aiken is doing right now. I feel like regular tooth-out push doesn't work versus Dutch anymore. Well, has he done it in the right order? Some people are saying going ATP as first card was not ideal. So let's see just how this goes. 5 Hus are now out, going to be coming across the map. And do we see the same? We do see the same for Alvaro taking 4 Hus only there, I think. We do see a little bit of a skirmish here between the 2 explorers. Dirksen is going to be going down, and looks like that barracks is going to be going down. Is Aiken going to be able to siege this, or is he going to decide to... He's not deciding to siege it. He's just going to have 1 hustle there, and he's going to try and clear up the other 2. That was not ideal. I think he should have focused. I mean, if it was me, I'll be focusing on that barracks. And that is unfortunate. Those Hus now not being able to get the chance to siege the barracks. That is unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate. That barracks is going to securely go up now. And 4 banks here, barracks and stable, and now a 700 coin underway. Is he going to be producing any more Hus or anything like that, or is he just going to hold off for now? 700 coin is interesting because he gets quite a lot of coin income anyway. But, okay. I'm learning a lot here. We do now see the Age 3 coming in for Aiken here. The Sergeant at Arms. And rods on the way. Okay. Definitely very unorthodox way of playing Spain here. Don't normally... the ATP is definitely an option for Spain. But the way that Aiken's sort of done it is kind of strange. Unusual. So let's see how this works out. He's going sort of Rod Hussar at the moment. Getting the Great coat here to protect his villagers as well. And it looks like Alvaro is just going to be sieging down the outpost. There is quite a little bit of a gap in score, but, you know, Dutch do tend to score a little bit higher because of the banks. Alvaro here now on the age 3 as well, but going for Exile Prince. So going to be able to age up maybe around the same sort of time now as Akin, because Akin choosing to go for the Sergeant at Arms, Alvaro going for the faster age up. So let's see how this one plays out. We do now see the Rods being able to get a nice pick off on the Hussars here, and that Hussar is not going to be able to get away. Being able to nab 2 of those, very nice. And looks like he's going to be able to deter couple of Hussars here that were trying to raid. So doing a really, really good job picking those Hussars off. Nice to see. Yeah, looks like they're going to be aging up at pretty much the exact same time now. But Akin going for the Sergeant at Arms, which gives you the Pikeman. There we go. I sort of forgot that. I'm not going to lie, guys. I rarely play the EU Civ, so my politicians are a little bit rusty. And look, we do see Spanish gold coming back in. It's lovely to see this card again. This card has not... I haven't seen this in play that much, so really nice to see. So you get additional coin crate with every shipment that you do. And, you know, Akin going to start to, you know, really put some pressure on the furthest bank here away from Alvaro's base. And looks like it is just going to try... I think it's just going to be Skirm Reiter here, mainly now going to be transitioning into... And I don't know what Akin's plan is here. Looks like he's going for goons himself now. In Akin we trust, indeed. Nine Rods on the way. Skirm Goon is the same for Akin. We're going to have a Skirm Goon fight-off, ladies and gents. Who can do better? I've got to say, it may be... most probably Dutch favour, because the Reiter only costing 1 population is so huge. You can really mass a lot of those darn quickly. And we do now see an artillery foundry going down. So maybe Alvaro expecting falconets here, or going to be producing falconets. No, yeah, definitely going for Colves. I thought it would be Colves. So most likely anticipating some kind of Falc play from Akin here, just blindly making them as well. Yeah, Akin's score is starting to catch up a little bit here. And look at all of these rods and pikes here. And is he going to be able to get the catch on the Hussars here in melee? Ooh, unfortunately not being able to. They do manage to get away. Let's come back over to Alvaro's base here. Got 2 Colves on the way. Very interesting to see, but, you know, he's definitely predicted it well. 2 Falconets are now going to be coming in for Akin from the home city, so a very nice prediction there. And look at the amount of gold coming in. Are we going to be seeing Swiss pikes here? We've got a lot of gold being really macroed here. And now the outpost is going to get a little bit of pressure here. And interesting compositions from both. They've got 3-unit compositions, so it's going to be a lot of play here to micro this well. And looks like Akin's going to try and get the snare on the Skirms. 2 Falcons are going to be popping out. Where are the Culverins from Alvaro? They're back here. And those Skirms are going to get absolutely blasted as they try and retreat. They're absolutely getting flattened. And now Akin is just going to try and reevaluate his position here. But look at the Reiter mass, ladies and gents. This is what I said about we've got 22 Reiters here. The Falcons are going to try and see what they can do. And it looks like a lot of micro here with the and that is absolutely beautiful. Look at that, a 2-shot and the Falcons go down. Absolutely beautiful from Alvaro. They're really predicting that there were going to be some Falconets. Absolutely just gorgeous shot there. Both of them being taken out, and 2 Falconets now being produced by Alvaro. And he's got the gold, he's got the wood income to do it, and I think he's going to be able to squeeze 3 in there. Is he going to do it? Unfortunately not. Fortunately not. Just the 2. And now we do see 8 Skirms on the way. Skirm Reiter it is with a few with a few sprinkling of Hussars in with a couple of Colves and Falcons. What a combination. That is going to be rolling up to Aiken's outpost right now. And what does Aiken have in sort of return here? He's got the Archaic Infantry combat coming in. Is that going to be enough? I mean, it only provides the archer and hand infantry, so it's only going to be helpful really to his pikes and rods. He's not going for any kind of crossbow play here. He's just focusing on the skirms. So yeah, he's going to need Faust. He's going to need something here. He does have the armored pistoliers. I don't think that's going to be too helpful. Neither of the lancers, because there's so many riders, so... It looks like walls are going up for Alvaro. Yeah, he doesn't really want to... I mean, he's trying to get the walls up because there's a significant amount of Hussars and actual Lancers are in play now. And they were trying to get in round the backside there, seeing what they were going to try and do. And whilst that's happening, Alvaro's going to push straight down the center of the map. And there's a lot of rods here. They've got a high hand attack, remember. They can do pretty good against Skirm. Skirm hand attack only 7. So if they get a good surround, they can do a pretty decent amount of damage. But I don't know. It's difficult. Scores are relatively even, not too much of a difference. Alvaro just slightly ahead there. We've got 38 vills for Aiken and 33 for Alvaro. But Alvaro with the 4 banks, so definitely ahead. But also Aiken with the TP, so it's difficult to say. But one of those TPs are definitely going to be going down right now. We do have another card available. What is he going to be going for? I honestly don't know. Is he going to be the Lancers? It isn't. He's going to be going for Cav Combat. Probably the best bet, I would say. Yes, Alvaro actually does have the Kree here. A fantastic thing to get where you can get the CDBs. Very, very good. It's always a nice one to go for. I sometimes try and go for that on this map, definitely. And are we going to see the reach around here? We got the 4 dogs going to be coming in. Remember, the dogs are pretty much invincible with Spanish. Well, I say that, they're pretty much all gone. But the rods are going to be getting stuck in, trying to see what they can do. And they're going to be beelining it to the Falcons here, trying to get away. But one of them is going to go down, and the other one very, very shortly. Skirms are going to try and see what they can do against the Writers here, trying to shut them down. And the rods are just going to try and just get the surround on here. And I'm not too sure what's happening here, to be honest. A few rods popping out from the racks. Nice place to be, getting the snare on the Writers. And more of them are going to be chasing after them here. And only 6 speed for the Rodoleros. We're 7.25 for the Writers there. So actually a pretty darn good engagement there for Aiken. Really, really good. Getting the surround with the Rodoleros. And now he's got a decent amount of Dragoons here. He's got 16. And he's now starting to get some Lancers. He's going to try and sprinkle those in, just like Alvaro did with the Hussars. He's going to try with the Lancers to try and clear up some of these skirms. So a really, really interesting composition from both here. It's a tricky one to manage because you've got, as I say, 3 different units here we're playing with. Sometimes 4 if you've got the artillery as well. So it's a lot to try and manage and definitely to micro here, 100%. We do see that Alvaro now is pretty much walled off the left side, so he's kind of stopping himself from gathering the resources here. And Aiken going to take kind of advantage of that. He's going to be putting a church right down here. An interesting place to pop a church, but he's putting it down. And he's probably going to be spotting those 2 vills on the mine there. And as we come back, we do see, once again, more TP sieging. We've seen that throughout this matchup. A lot of TP action. It's nice to see. And the rod's going to be able to get in here. The Writers having to get back here. We've got the Lancers trying to get stuck in. The Explorer doing a good job there, just trying to hold some of the infantry away. But there isn't... if the Writers can really get under control here, then Alvaro should be okay. He's just managing to micro well. Shoot and move back, shoot and move back. Doing a pretty good job there, so that's nice to see. But I've got to say, there is a lot of Rodoleros and skirms here, and if we have a few more Lancers from Aiken, it's going to be a little bit of a trouble for Alvaro to try and deal with this, because he just needs to really focus on Writers. But he does have some Halbs coming in now, and he's got Falconets, and he's also getting the CDBs, remember, from the Kree native TP here as well. So 38 villagers for Alvaro, 43 now for Aiken. Aiken looking in a pretty darn good position. He's now taken the score lead, and he's got a decent mass, 73 units here against Alvaro's 52. So quantity-wise, not looking the best, but we do see 4 scary falconets rolling up now. That's going to be a problem for Aiken. Let's have a look at Aiken's vision here. He's going to have a little look down here, see if he can actually get any kind of raiding. He's going to find 2 vills. There are no gates on these, so it depends how quick Alvaro can actually react. But a fantastic game so far. Really, really neck and neck with score on a decider game as well. It's always nice to see. Do now see 3 Falcons and a 4th one rolling up. Going to be once again sieging down a TP here. Seeing what they can do. I don't know. I mean, we've got to see some Colts here surely from Aiken to try and deal with this level of falconets. I don't know. I don't know if he can get the surround, if he can do the damage. I'm not entirely sure. Look at this score. So close. And more Rodoleros. 30 Rodoleros here. And look at this. Look at this drag box. We love to see it. Slowly rolling forward here for Alvaro. 4 falconets. Going to be trying to take down this stables here. And what is Aiken going to do? What is he planning on doing? He's got a massive cav here. And he's got his massive infantry here. Is he going to try and get the surround? I think that's what he's trying to plan on doing. Now, I don't know if Alvaro has actually spotted. He hasn't. This is Alvaro's vision right now. He can see the main infantry mass here, but has no idea that there's cav here. But he's got to be careful. Aiken's got to be careful because there's halberdiers right here. And is he going to scoot past them? He is going to manage to scoot. And oh, he's in a really, really compromising position here because there's more halbs coming upon him and he's got to get out of there as soon as possible. And that did not go as well as he thought. And the Falcons are going to move further and further up. And now we do see a bit of a score gap there. And he needs to rethink his positioning. He has got counter infantry rifling on the way for Alvaro's. That's going to help even more. And we do now see the Caballeros, which is the upgrade for the Lancers, which he hasn't got a lot of right now, to be honest. He's not looking too hot right now. It's 164 population out of 190 right now. And he did try that kind of pincer maneuver, but those halberdiers being in a perfect position there made it not possible for Aiken to get that surround that he wanted to. So we're just going to see further houses going down, I think. Really just trying to pop cap and be annoying here. And it's going to be just trying to get the surround now, going from behind again. Let's have a look at Alvaro's vision. Hasn't really got a full idea of where Aiken is at all here, and the Falcons are further up the top here. So is he going to try and come from behind? But the Falconets, the halberdiers are in a really nice position here. Just holding right next to the Falconets, guarding them with their life. And if we have a look, the main mass is here of Aiken's. What is he going to do? Is he going to just try and... He's going to try and take a few of these vills out. 4 vills. He's going to try and take out. And obviously, is there going to be some kind of base trade? I don't think there is, but that'd be great to see, wouldn't it? Yeah, Crab got immediately thinking what I'm thinking. A base trade. Is it on? Is it on the cards? I don't think it would be best for Aiken to do that, especially that there's this many Falcons. There is another Falcon on the way now for Alvaro and further skirms. Are they going to try and meet here by the pond? Is this what we're going to see? Further houses being built. Nice. There's like 2, 3, 4 hunts here. And Alvaro is going to be trying to take it. This is where the fight is going to go down, ladies and gents. And there is the TC is going to be sieged. Going to try and force a fight here. And we're going to see what happens. And he definitely wants to get his skirms out of there because the Falcons... Ooh, one shot. He needs to be careful. He needs to be careful how he plays this. Is he going to be out of position here? I think so. Is he going to make the commitment to go in? I think he is. Oh, he's going to go straight on the halberdiers. So that is the worst thing you want to do. But what else can he do right now? The Rodoleros pushing through, but they haven't really got to the forefront. And the Falks just absolutely blasting the Rodoleros away, as well as the Skirms. More halbs are coming in from behind. And that looks like a GG. Ladies and gents, Alvaro is victorious. 3-2 against Aiken. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Ladies and gents, what did you think of that? Alvaro versus Aiken there. 3-2 went straight to the line there on the 5th and final game. And I've got to say, an interesting opening there from Aiken. Many people disagreed with the Spain opening. But I don't know, maybe ATP is the way forward. The Fast Fortress is not as strong as it was. But there we go. Unfortunate. Tried to really get a good maneuver there, a good pincer maneuver. Tried to constantly move around, get the right angle, so on and so forth, and just was unable to get the right positioning and just had to kind of just shove the troops in at that point. He was committed, and unfortunately it did not work out. So Alvaro taking the final game 3-2, and he qualifies and moves on into the next stage of the Hidden Cup tournament. Absolutely amazing. So there we go, ladies and gents. I hope you really enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed my casting. My name is Widgie. You can check out my content on YouTube, Twitch. If you don't know who I am, I do stream every now and then. I don't stream as much as I did, but when I do, I try and provide just some 1v1s, some team games, some casts of whatever's going on. And I hope you really enjoyed this matchup between Aiken and Alvaro. And I just got to say, once again, a big thank you to Ezad and the eStock community for allowing me to cast to you guys. And it's been great. Chat's been really active. We've had so many people in as well. Over 200. We made it. Over 200 on a Monday evening. Absolutely wild. So, Robot saying, Widgie waits. I will wait. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will wait. I'm just wrapping up. Just wrapping up. This caster is very good. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, so guys, if you want to see the current brackets, I think I can do it. I will share a link. Yeah, I will share a link. There you go. I think people can post that more, but there is the challenge link there, which is the bracket link, so you guys can check out the current brackets of the tournament. And I will also leave the current brackets on here right now for you, so you can see. There they are. That are the current brackets right now. And let's just have a quick look at chat. Need some talking to kill some time. Procaster, Ginger, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. His caster very, very insane, but this not normally. Check him PC. What does that mean, Toxie? I'm not too sure. But this not normally check him PC. I'm not too sure what you mean. I think you might mean that, yeah, I don't normally, obviously I'm not part of the ESOC staff. They've given me the opportunity to stream. And yeah, I'm just streaming to the ESOC channel. But yeah, my main channel is just Widgie, as simple as that. I'm also on YouTube as well, so you guys can check me out. If you're new to the game, if you want to learn the game, I've got a lot of beginner's guides, a lot of strategy videos as well. I'm not amazing at the game myself, but I just really want to, you know, help people out and get them to improve in the game and enjoy the game more, because it is a fantastic game. And yeah. You know, I always hope that more people will play this game, because it is a fantastic game. So yeah, so I don't know what I am waiting for. I think potential raid. I'm not entirely sure. Ezad, welcome, dude. I just got home. Widgie should ditch his channel and become ESOC staff. Really, thanks for the casting, Widgie. You are a great guy. Brem, thank you very much, good sir. Thank you for providing your streams as well to Twitch. I'll release the brackets for the Qualifier 2 in 1 or 2 hours. There you go, guys. So you can see what the second Qualifier stage is going to be for other people. But I'm going to leave it there. I'm sure we've got mods in, so I think they can provide a raid. I think that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure. I never really know. Jack saying, would you play Spain and teach us? No, I don't really. I've never really played Spain. I'll be the worst person to try and teach you Spain. Going to be honest. I'm more a lover of the Asian and native civs. So, yeah, I wouldn't be the best. But you can catch me and Animus currently playing in a team tournament. We actually made it to the next stage. It's the Llama tournament. It's a 2v2 tournament. And me and Animus played our first matchup, and we actually managed to secure the win 2-0. It was a best of 3, and we've moved on to the next stage. So you guys can catch us on the Llama tournament. I think there's been stuff posted on that through YouTube. I'm not too sure on Twitch though. But yeah, we're just having some fun playing some team games as well. So it's awesome. It's great. Wish you congrats. I can't raid. It's a miracle, but we 2-0'd. Indeed we did, my friend. Indeed we did. That'd be great. I will try to see it. Awesome. Fun games indeed. Yeah, man. Awesome. Okay, so it looks like we can't do a raid. I'm going to have to leave it here. I don't have the power. The power! I don't have the power to raid, I'm afraid. I can't do it. I actually can't. There is no option for me to raid. Maybe if you made me a mod or gave me permissions or something. I don't know. Maybe I could. Because it's not my stream. I'm only streaming to ESOC. So... yeah, it would have to be ESOC themselves. It'd have to be the actual ESOC channel that could raid. I don't think moderators can actually raid a stream. I don't think that's how it works, I'm afraid. So to raid, I am afraid. Right, we're going to leave it there. I'm not going to stay on any longer. I'm sure you can check out other streams. They're going to be going live right now. So... you know, if there's a content gap I can put on a stream, there we go. Animus is up for it. Raid or no raid, there he is. Someone take over, I can't stream. There we go. So there's going to be other streamers. So take it easy, guys, and I will catch you in the next video or the next stream, whatever it is. Just hear this fantastic music. I'm just going to leave you with this. There we go. Catch you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.